Hello summoners, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to discuss why is Quake the best character in the entire game. And this is a really different kind of video for me because I'm not the one playing here. It is technically a reaction video, I guess. So Fintech is in my alliance, he is in my battle group, he runs path 4, I run path 5, and I can definitely say this that he is one of the most skilled players I have ever played with. Like when the summoner showdown difficulty like week 1 came out, he was number 2 in the Europe leaderboard, just behind Sweden I think, for a few days. And yeah, and even generally like in alliance wars he takes a lot of fights. As you can see here, this video is over like it's 18 and a half minutes long, and I have never seen him die, at least in this season. And yeah, we have a lot of Quake gameplay here. So first fight is Ebony Maw. This is like the kind of a mini boss in the first section. So the fight at the end of part 4, 5 and 6, and we also at the end have some non-Quake gameplay, the Korg on Mixmaster, then the Footloose node. There was a Professor X 565 Professor X there. He took both those fights with Dr. Doom, and with Quake we have a lot of like mini boss gameplay, like later with against Dr. Doom on Ebb and Flow Intercept, and then in the mini section with against Mysterio, like a 6-star Mysterio, 6-star Annihilus on the power gain node, like the leftmost mini. So we have a lot of exciting gameplay today, and I also want to take some time to discuss Stubborn. Because like initially when it came out, when we read about it in the forums, like everyone thought that this means Quake and Ghost are probably done in Alliance War if everybody uses Stubborn. But that's the thing, like if I ever make a tier list, then this is the reason why I would place Quake and Ghost over everyone else, because even when nodes are designed against them, they are still like one of the best counters for a lot of stuff. Like Quake is still used in every tier, like at least high tier wars she's used for a lot of different parts, a lot of different fights. And Ghost is still like Dr. Doom is really common, and Ghost like with the trick with Hazard Shift Mini, like she completely demolishes Dr. Dooms on the post node. So yeah, that is the reason I think these two are definitely the best characters. And as you can see here, like even with Stubborn, if you can play her well, I cannot, because I don't have her as a 5-star, so I never took the time to practice her that much. I have her as a 4-star, but like not ranked up. She used to be like really high prestige character. People used to have her at 5, like rank 5 as 4 stars, and I think she got a buff sometime, like she wasn't doing the concussion damage that she was supposed to do, and after that like she was on a completely different level. But here against this Havoc fight, this could be really tricky. Like I've heard when Havoc has debuffs on you, he becomes like completely unblockable for the entire fight. And I've seen our Havoc get some kills here when the opponent doesn't use Quake. Quake is by far the best option. Like we always use Quake here, and it's always solo. So as you can see, like 40 seconds in, and like he is at 30% health, and he does have natural power gain, which like a lot of people say that Quake is amazing for every character who doesn't have power gain, but like it's not you can, as you can see here, it's not a one-hit kill. We have used 10 hits here, gave him some power, baited the SP2 with him. Like you don't really want him to use SP1, because then he will build the plasma charges on you and stuff. But as you can see here, it wasn't a long fight, it wasn't a hard fight if you can play like Fintech. And now this Dr. Doom, let's look at the notes. So Ebb and Flow Intercept, Redoubled Determination, Crumbling Armor, Aggression Prowess is the link note. Like he took this when path 5, like my path, and path 6 was still intact. Like he took the Korg on the Mixmaster, then the Professor X on Footloose, then that Stark Spidey, and then the Havoc, and then this Dr. Doom, all in one set of boost. and like I taxied him till the start of his path in section 2. But this is not going to be a really clean fight, of course. Like playing Quake in high pressure situations, this war was also like ridiculously close. When I do my war video, like this is already really long, so when I upload my video I'll have the stats at the end, but it was really close. This alliance is like really stacked up. They have over 11k average prestige. Again, one of them had Professor X at 565 already. This is like yesterday. And yeah, so they had a pretty stacked roster, a lot of 6 stars, as you can see here, like a perfect SP2 evade. Dr. Doom is another stubborn character. He's really hard defender in like generally speaking. And this is going to be a really long fight as well. Like as you can see here, we are what 1 minute, more than 1 minute in, and he is not like, he is missing decent amount of health, to be fair. But so are we. Like we are what 40% health. So if he had not evaded that SP2 perfectly and not evaded this SP2 perfectly, then he would be in a lot of trouble, I guess, because Dr. Doom does, like, if you're trying to evade and you mess up, like you also get the incinerates on you. So like if this was me, I suck at fighting Dr. Doom when I don't have like Void or Human Torch or someone, and I'm not really good at evading his SP1 or his SP2. I am really good at getting hit by his SP3 though. But anyways, here as you can see, it's a slow fight, but there is still no risk of timeout, even with Stubborn, even with him being a 6-star Dr. Doom, and even with like Ebb and Flow Intercept, like that is, and he's not even running Suicide. Like I watched a lot of gameplay from Sam One Shot. He's from Kenobi. He runs. I haven't seen his video in a long time, but he runs Quake with Suicide Masteries, and like even though she is not bleed immune and she will take a lot of damage from that in the start of every single fight, but the damage increase is like really nice with Suicide Masteries with her, which is why I think she is a pretty decent Suicide character as well, even without being immune, because she doesn't use her special attack, so no recoil damage. So in that way she is pretty decent. So now this Mysterio mini is a power focus one. This is really good placement technically, because like when Mysterio uses his SP1, after that there is a lot of like there is a timer, and all the damage that you do in that time is reflected back to you, which makes him like really annoying. And with power focus 1, if you hit him, he'll get to SP1s really fast, and if you throw those SP1s, it also has Hurt Locker, and Quake just ignores both those nodes, because he like she won't hit him, so he doesn't get any power, and she won't use a special attack, so Hurt Locker is like worthless basically. So again, another 6-star. I don't think Mysterio is stubborn, is he? No, he isn't. So that's pretty good. So basically it is just a normal Quake fight. Mysterio is really aggressive. His heavy attack, especially, sometimes he just launches a heavy out of nowhere, so he's doing a really good job here of evading against the wall. This is like the actual, when I say Quake is hard to master, this is the hard part, to play her deck style. Like parry style you can, like I at least can pretty reliably play her in the corner when I can parry. But even then, like if character doesn't have a simple heavy attack and they use that, then also like I mess up. But I again, as long as I don't get her as a 5-star, I'm not practicing playing her well, because it does take a lot of effort. It takes years to master her like this, and you know, like how much, 96% health at the moment. So to take mini bosses with that, like with no block damage, that of course takes a lot of practice basically. And again, one hit solo there, and this Nihilus, so this is basically what, enhanced SP2, some power gain node or something. Again, with Quake, you don't have to care about that much. Like usually, a nihilist can put stifle on you unless you nullify his rod. So there, I asked him about this. He didn't know how like Quake used the heavy attack there. But anyways, so like look at the pace of this fight. I haven't sped it up. I haven't slowed it down. This is how quick your reflexes need to be. Like there, and you can like see the white dot, that is his finger basically. I'm not sure if it is an Android feature or a OnePlus feature. I'm pretty sure he is using a OnePlus device because anyways, but you can see like how quick you have to be in order to dex out in time and not get hit. And like if you get hit against an Nihilus, you will get Stifle on you, he will be unblockable, and it would be a nightmare. Like you need a lot of confidence to go in here with Quake and do this in a high pressure lance war where 1 or 2 death can change everything. And again, this is a 6-star ranked to Annihilus. He isn't awakened. I doubt his awakened ability is useful on defense. I'm not sure, but as you can see, again, it's what the sun is blocking 1 minute and 15 seconds in, and he is at 43%. So like as long as you can Quake well, you basically ignore every single node, almost every single node. Annihilus again is not a stubborn defender, but again, as Fintech showed in some fights, even against stubborn defenders like Dr. Doom or Stark and Spider-Man, she can still do insanely well. And like the next round would probably take him down. He's at 14%, and let's see how much damage this does. So it takes him down to 6%. But like playing Quake requires a lot of patience as well. Like these fights are not short, and I don't think even if I get a 5-star, I'll ever be able to play her this well. But now we're done with the Quake gameplay, and this is the Void in section 1. This is a really common placement, and on papers this is a great placement because when you're hitting him, I'm not sure, is it running on fumes, the node? I can't remember the name, but when you are near him, I think, then you get a debuff on you from the node, and with Void, of course, that does some damage here. But Nick Fury, he can purify. A lot of people don't know this, so like you can see here, we got the weakness. But Nick Fury, when he knocks down the opponent and has, I think, enough tactical charges, he can purify the debuffs. Like here, both the debuffs were purified. He didn't have like the 10 hit thing. Again, on heavy attack, he purified the weakness. So that is the reason he's spamming heavy attacks here and not going for like the 10 combo thing like you do usually with Void. That is, I think, the only time he uses Nick Fury in this war. And now we have 2 fights with Dr. Doom, I think. Now I forwarded the Korg fight. So this node has like Mixmaster, aggression prowess and stuff. So this used to be really annoying when it came out, and now like our Korgon defense barely gets any kills. 2 reasons. One is people got more used to fighting Mixmaster. It was kind of an uncommon node, I guess. People weren't used to fighting this, and the interaction like with Mixmaster and Korg was really annoying. But then people got used to it. Plus Oscillate was removed, which made the fight like he went really defensive, stacked up a lot of prowesses, and then like if you block his special, it did insane damage and stuff. So yeah, but here so Fintech is using a Dr. Doom. It was an extremely long fight, which is why I like fast forwarded it. I don't have much to say about this fight except that he is like really good at evading the special attacks here. He was going for SP1 spam, and then I think he changes his mind and goes for SP2 spams. But like I've seen a lot of people go for SP1s and then, you know, light intercepts and stuff. Like if you follow MSD on Twitter, like he has some insane clips of using Doctor Doom like with SP1s and just light intercept and light attacks and barely giving power to the opponent, like stealing everything and getting back to 1 bar of power and doing that all over again. But the SP2s like Korg is shock immune, although even if it wasn't, you wouldn't be able to, like, you can use the heavy attack but not while his rock stacks is up. The reason why Dr. Doom, Clairvoyant, they all work for even Magneto actually after his buff, even before his buff. So like, because they have projectile attacks, they work really well with Korg. But here you can see like Fintech doesn't even care if the specials are unlockable because he knows he can evade them, and the fight goes down. So 115 heads. Now we have this Professor X, and like, as you can see, it is a 565 one. This node usually has a Nick Fury. I don't think Professor X is a good placement here. Probably the only reason he is placed here is that he's a really new character, and they were probably expecting a kill. Like, if I was the officer who plays this here, I would definitely expect a kill because it is a hard node and it is a really new character and stuff. But Fintech, like, he makes quick work of this Professor X here. Like, the falter is annoying, but otherwise I don't think like after people get used to his animations and everything, that Professor X would be a good defender. He would be a decent defender. He will definitely trip up a lot of people, but as you can see, like, he is nothing insane on defense, and definitely not on this node. Footloose, like, after the opponent uses a special attack, they gain evade and unstoppable. I think I usually like don't take that node, so I'm not even sure. But after this, he gets the passive stun and he will finish off the fight. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel and stay safe. Bye bye.